It was a bright, sunny morning in the little town of Maple Hill. The birds were singing, the flowers were stretching, and in her cozy room, little Nina was looking for her favorite color. She pulled open her crayon box and gasped. "Oh no," she cried. "My pink crayon, it's broken." She held up 2 tiny pieces of her once-whole favorite crayon. The tips were a bit dull. The paper was torn. And the color? Well, it was still pink, but Nina didn't feel like coloring anymore. With a pout, she stood up and marched to the trash can. But just as she was about to drop the broken crayon in, she heard a voice behind her. "Why are you throwing away such a magical thing?" It was Grandma Leela, smiling gently from the doorway. Nina blinked. "Magical? It's broken. Grandma. I can't even hold it properly." Grandma Leela chuckled and came closer. "Do you know what happens to broken crayons in my kitchen?" Nina shook her head. "They become something even more beautiful." Grandma took Nina's hand and led her to the kitchen. On the table sat a muffin tray, some old crayon pieces in different colors, and a little oven. Nina's eyes lit up. Grandma said softly, "Let's gather all your broken crayons. All of them. Red, blue, orange, even the ones hiding under your bed." Nina giggled and ran to her room, crawling under chairs and pulling crayons from every corner like a treasure hunt. Back in the kitchen, they peeled off the wrappers together. Red, yellow, purple, green, bits of all sizes and shapes. "Now," said Grandma, "we'll place them into this muffin tray, mixing colors like magic. A little blue with a bit of white. And let's add some sparkle with this silver piece." Nina's fingers danced with excitement. Soon, the tray was filled, and Grandma carefully popped it into the oven. As they waited, the sweet smell of melting wax filled the air. The broken pieces slowly softened, melted, and swirled into each other like a colorful rainbow soup. Ding! The timer rang. Grandma placed the tray on the counter to cool, and Nina could hardly wait. When the wax hardened, she popped them out. Round, swirly, magical new crayons in the shape of tiny muffins. Nina squealed, "They're even better than my old crayons." Later that day, Nina sat by the window with her new crayon collection. She drew a garden with rainbow-colored trees, a purple cat with a yellow tail, and a pink elephant in sparkly shoes. Each stroke told a story. Each swirl of color danced on the page. Grandma sat beside her and whispered, "You see, my dear, broken doesn't mean useless. Sometimes, it means ready for something new." Nina smiled and looked at her crayons. "From now on, I'll keep all my broken ones. They're just waiting for their turn to shine." And from that day on, whenever a crayon cracked or snapped, Nina didn't feel sad. She felt excited. Because she knew it was just the beginning of something magical. And so, Nina learned that beauty can come from broken things, and that creativity lives in every corner, especially when you look at the world with a curious heart. Moral of the story: even broken things can become something beautiful. All we need is a little love, imagination, and someone to show us the way.
Brainy Buddies!